Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I'm your host Steve Ortman. Alongside me this week, Tim O'Neill. Okay, that's enough out of you. Tim, it's springtime. Flowers, the green grass, the warm temperatures are all nowhere to be seen, but we're trying to get into the spring sports season anyway. So looking at what we've got going on so far, it's been a slow start. Cold, chilly, just generally miserable. But the teams just earlier this week starting to get out in the fields, the courts, and get things going a little bit. I myself earlier this week got out, some boys tennis action underway at Dubuque Wahlert, and this matchup between Wahlert and Cedar Rapids Xavier featured teams that met in the postseason last year. Xavier got them in the quarterfinals. Wahlert wins the rematch to open this season 8-1, and the big story coming out of this one, Wahlert boys tennis coach Julie Westercamp makes a return after a one-year hiatus. She had stage 3 pancreatic cancer, but back in October she had a procedure done, got rid of the cancer. She got the all clear right around Halloween of last year. Back on the courts now with the team, and this is just a very exciting thing for both her and the team. She loves the game, led them to a state championship 2 years ago, but is back in the fold now, and they've got a lot of talent, a lot of senior talent that could get them back to that level again this year. Caught up with Julie during that win over Cedar Rapids Xavier. Here's what she had to say about her long journey back to coach the Eagles.
I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer February of 2017, and I was fortunate enough to have the Whipple surgery on October 9th, and all my margins came back clean, and the doctor said, I'm good to go, no more chemo and anything, and said, go out and live your life. So I had my staples removed on Halloween, and on Halloween my surgeon asked me, what are you going to do now? And I said, I'm going to go back and coach my high school tennis team. And she said, good for you. So then Eric and I got together, and Eric asked me if I wanted the head job back, and I said yes. And I said, but the only way I'll do it is if we all do it together as a team, Eric, Amy, and myself. And so we're all here today, and this is our first match. It's April 10th, and it's my 6-month and 1-day anniversary of having the Whipple. So I'm just excited as heck to be here with these guys. All these guys, we have 7 seniors and 1 freshman, and I've known these guys since they've been little guys, and we've all grown together. And now we're at the end of our journey, and we'll see where that journey takes us.
Yeah, can you take me back to that night you told the team you were going to be coming back? What was the player reaction like? I'm sure they were ecstatic to have you back.
They were just excited as heck, and when I told them I wasn't going to coach last year, there was a lot of tears, and then this year I told them I was going to coach, and we had a lot of smiles and a lot of laughter and a lot of cheering, so it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, and now looking at the team for the season, a lot of talent back, almost too much talent. It's hard to find spots in the lineup. It's a good problem to have, I suppose.
It's a great problem to have. We have 8 guys that can play most of the positions. We have several guys that can play number 1, 2, or 3. We have several guys that can play 4, 5, and 6. And we'll have some guys that are going to play singles in the match, and some guys that will just play doubles. So yeah, it's a great problem to have.
All right. Well, is it safe to say these kids and yourself, after this long journey this last couple years, they're gunning for the whole enchilada this year, I suppose?
Well, it's in the back of our heads. We're going to take one match at a time, but we're definitely putting that sight in the back of our head, and it's a definite big goal. Yeah.
Now, another sport getting ready to kick off at the high school level, soccer, but also we've got Union Dubuque FC, semi-pro soccer, coming to Dubuque. At the end of this month, they're going to get their season underway.
Oh, can I talk now?
Yes, you can talk now. Okay. Finally. Jeez.
Yes. Union Dubuque FC, an expansion club in the United Premier Soccer League, beginning its first season this spring. They've started forming the roster. They've already announced 6 players, including an all-local core 4 announced just this week, made up of former Hempstead players who are now playing at the Division III level at local colleges. That is Mark Histed and Cody Reif from Loras College, Ryan Weber from the University of Dubuque, and Tommy Bitter from UW Platteville. Now, all 4 of these guys played on the same Hempstead team. They led the Mustangs to the 2015 Iowa State Soccer Tournament, won a Mississippi Valley Conference championship, and just saw all kinds of success. They went their separate ways for college. They've still seen some success at the college level, and now they're coming back together at the semi-pro level to keep things going on in the summer. Caught up with those guys this week over at Dalzell Field. Asked them a couple of questions, and here's what they had to say about the inaugural season of Union Dubuque FC.
Be able to continue your soccer careers not just in college, but in the atmosphere with Union Dubuque. What is that going to be like? What excites you about that opportunity?
I'm really excited because, the last time us four played together was, 2 years ago for me and Cody, and I'm just excited to, get to be on the same field as my boys.
Yeah, it'll be exciting getting to play here back here in Dubuque, having something else to look at, like the youth soccer programs and stuff like that. Giving them something else to look at. Hopefully it develops the soccer program here in Dubuque more, everything like that. Just a good thing coming to Dubuque, and looking forward to being able to represent it.
You guys obviously form a nice core for this team because you all played together in high school. You're all playing now in college. Cody and Tommy, how much is that chemistry going to help you guys when you get out on the field, do you think?
It'll definitely be huge. Playing together for 4 years with each other, we definitely know where we're going to be on the field at all times, pretty much, and we know what our tendencies are and how we like to play. So
yeah, we definitely know how we play together and stuff like that. So
how important is that for a team to kind of come into its first season and have that kind of chemistry already?
Well,
there?
usually like when teams start up, they don't have any chemistry or anything like that, and that's usually like their weakest point. And for us, it's going to be our strongest, so that'll be good.
What's the biggest thing you guys are looking forward to this season?
Just having a good time.
Yep.
Keeping our foot on the ball all summer will be huge for all of us, and just having fun with it and enjoying each other's company every single day, every practice, every game. Hopefully good things to come with results and everything like that.
So Union Dubuque will open its schedule on April 28th on the road in Chicago against RWB Adria. There's a good chance I am pronouncing that name wrong. They will also have 2 other matches before opening the home portion of their schedule. That will come May 19th at Dalzell Field against the Des Moines Menace.
Wow. Semi-pro soccer in Dubuque. Do you ever think we'd see the day, Tim?
I did not, no.
Well, as the old saying goes, if you build it, they will come.
No, that makes no sense at all.
That does not apply to this particular situation?
No.
It's Iowa. I thought that just worked for everything.
No.
No?
No. Plus, it's trademarked.
Oh. Well, okay. Well, anyway.
You got some more time.
What?
You got some more time to come up with something.
Okay. I'll think of a good... how about that?
I don't even know what.
All right, on that uplifting note, that is going to do it for this week's edition of Telegraph Herald. More Than the Score. I'm your host, Steve Ortman. For Tim O'Neill, we'll see you next week.